The social media health gurus have found another life-threatening and useless food trend to latch onto, which is raw milk. Raw milk is unpasteurized milk, so it's basically milk in its raw form, straight from the tit of the cow, with no heating, full of all of its good and bad bacteria. Pasteurization is simply the process of flash heating a product to typically less than 100 degrees Celsius for anywhere from 15 seconds to 30 minutes, depending on the heat and food product, in order to kill harmful bacteria. But raw milk enthusiasts say that this pasteurization process takes away from the nutrients and probiotics from milk and has other detrimental effects. However, raw milk is illegal in a bunch of states for containing dangerous pathogens, so obviously this entire scenario piqued my curiosity, and now today I'm going to be going over raw milk, its claims, and the truth to it. Raw milk claimed to be more bioavailable and contains more nutrients than normal pasteurized milk. This chart from the Raw Milk Institute shows that pasteurization of goat or cow milk damages, reduces, inhibits, or straight up destroys vitamins, proteins, enzymes, and probiotics, calcium, and immunoglobulins. From the Raw Milk Institute website, they state they both contain a wide variety of essential nutrients, fats, proteins, anti-inflammatory, and digestive enzymes, bioavailable vitamins, and minerals, all in a natural form, which is most easily utilized by the body when talking about raw milk. So according to the Raw Milk Institute, raw milk just has way more nutrients and benefits, and pasteurization takes away from the bioavailability of said nutrients. However, little of this is actually based in science. According to a 2011 meta-analysis, the effect of pasteurization on milk's nutritive value was minimal because many of these vitamins are naturally found in relatively low levels. However, milk should be an important dietary source of vitamin B2, and the impact of heat treatment should be further considered. So when considering vitamins, pasteurization isn't actually going to have that big of an effect on the nutritional side of things, because while vitamins like vitamin C, B vitamins, and thiamine, and water-soluble vitamins as a whole will be destroyed through heat treatment, milk is already not an excellent source of these vitamins. And vitamins like B2 and vitamin D, which are fat-soluble, milk is an excellent source of and are also heat stable, so they will not be affected by pasteurization, along with all of the other minerals which are also stable. So for these heat stable vitamins and minerals, the bioavailability will remain unchanged. Regarding protein, it will be denatured, however it's not an issue, with a 2015 review stating minor levels of denaturization of whey proteins have been reported due to a pasteurization, but protein denaturation has no impact on protein nutritional quality. So while these nutritional quote-unquote benefits are really popular with raw milk enthusiasts, the main sticking point for raw milk with most people is the probiotics. In this Instagram video, this guy is drinking raw kefir, which, sounds like fermented shit, but it's actually fermented raw milk. So it's actually raw milk times 2, essentially. So from this raw kefir website, it says, it is cultured for 36 to 48 hours to achieve a pH of approximately 3.8. Raw milk whole raw kefir is deliciously smooth and very drinkable. Raw kefir contains special probiotics that feed and protect gut bacteria. Raw milk has beneficial probiotics like lactic acid bacteria, which are bacteria that ferment from lactose to lactate and include these. I don't know how to say them, but I'll throw them on the screen. These probiotics have benefits like improving immune health, mental health, weight management, and cancer prevention. A healthy gut microbiome is associated with better digestion, nutrient absorption, immune system, mental health, weight management, and cancer prevention. Unlike the nutrition, I can actually see the probiotic benefits with raw milk, because a study done on the thermostability of probiotics found that thus heating at high temperatures, such as those used in blanching, canning, or stir-fry cooking, is unthinkable for probiotics because temperatures above 80 degrees Celsius would kill these cells. And as we said, pasteurization is done at less than 100 degrees Celsius in this 80 degree range. So these probiotics are for sure going to be damaged and even killed under such circumstances. However, the benefits of the probiotics are there, the dangers outweigh the good. A 2013 study states that despite the beneficial impact of many milk-associated microorganisms on flavor, technological, or health-related perspective, it is clear that there are significant health risks associated with the consumption of raw milk and raw milk-derived products, or more specifically, the pathogens that can be found therein. while there is benefits of live lab probiotics, and those benefits are certainly there, there's also pathogens like E. coli that are present and can be life-threatening, which are also killed during pasteurization. A healthier way to ingest these lab probiotics is through the consumption of yogurt or just even supplementation as a whole. There's also a ton of anecdotal evidence surrounding raw milk's benefit on lactose intolerance. This is assumed to be due to the lab probiotics that also produce lactase enzymes in the intestinal tract, which are destroyed during pasteurization. Lactase is the enzyme the body uses to digest lactose, so the production of it would theoretically prevent lactose intolerance, which arises from the non-production of lactase in the intestine. The anecdotals on the Raw Milk Institute website are pretty persuasive, saying things like, "My kids were all lactose intolerant, but when I switched to raw A2, they saw a huge difference in response. No more issues. One of my kiddos was at the point of needing her tonsils removed, but they shrunk down to normal size, and her sleep apnea went away." Which, I mean, sleep apnea in a child is problematic, if you ask me, but that's a different story. However, there isn't actually scientific proof of this, and there's even an infamous study the raw milk trend has some beef with, which is a 2014 Stanford study that found that out of 16 participants of which were clinically diagnosed with lactose intolerance, there wasn't a difference in the severity of symptoms they faced after raw milk and pasteurized milk consumption. While there are certainly flaws with the design of the study, being like the actual length of the study, the small sample size, some other stuff, it goes to show that the lactose intolerance claims are pretty untested and unproven in the face of the scientific method. While anecdotal evidence is fine, it shouldn't be the basis of claims, and while there are somewhat of a physiological explanation, it shouldn't be stated as a fact as it typically is. So not only are the health benefits mostly outright wrong, there are other major health risks associated with the raw milk consumption. I'll give one example here relating to the Cozy Vale Creamery in Washington, but this really highlights the issue with raw milk. In February of 2024, an outbreak of E. coli in Washington came from 2 residents who drank Cozy Vale Creamery raw milk. Later in March, the Cozy Vale Creamery announced another recall of raw milk for containing E. coli. It was a different strain that caused the illness of the 2 from February. So basically, there was 2 separate outbreaks of E. coli. Later in April, another Washington resident had an E. coli infection and reported drinking the milk in the exposure period. So overall, raw milk may have a couple benefits over pasteurized milk, with some probiotic benefit and some extra nutrients. However, it definitely should not be substituted for pasteurized milk due to the pathogenic nature of untreated milk and potential E. coli. So overall, not good. And if you enjoyed this new style of video with me lifting in the background and whatever, let me know in the comments. If you think I should switch back, let me know also. But I'll see you next time.